coming up that I want to use for this, launch and all of that. So I didn't want to give you old assets. I mean, of course, the logo and everything I have, and I could just give that to you along with everything when I'm ready, which will be probably sometime next week.
That's so cool. That is so cool. So I want you to, if it's okay with you, open up, there's a little share button, open up a browser window and share your screen and kind of show me your website and what already exists.
Oh,
your
you know
presence.
what? Then I need to I have to get on my computer then. Let me get on Zoom. Yeah, because I'm not on my Zoom. Let me do that.
Not a problem.
So no, hold on. Let me figure out.
Just
I need to load.
Leave it logged in there. Go grab the laptop. Let's get you logged in.
The laptop right here.
Okay, awesome. Let's log you on the laptop then. And then we can hang up the call on the phone after you join over there.
Okay, so let's do Zoom.
And then just the call ID number.
Or join a meeting. The meeting ID number. What is it?
Let me give you that right now. It is 678-714-110.
Join.
Yeah.
Allow.
It's coming. Don't worry about it.
I'm getting there. Connecting. There we are.
Boom, boom. lot of feedback. I can take it off my ear for a second.
Okay, boom.
All right, cool.
Perfect. Hold on, let me turn.
So since we're starting over. Yeah. So welcome to the coaching call, Cara. Tell me about your experience. No, I really want to know like your experience listening to and going through the expert book secrets first, like from beginning to end.
Recording this one because you were recording the other one.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna record. Yeah. Boom. There we go. Welcome.
Yes. Thank you.
Tell me about your experience going through expert secrets because I need to be in your mindset as you're going through it.
Okay. So I'm going to give you a little bit of background. Okay.
Please do.
So I had worked with a woman. Her name is Gabby Muniz. She was a student of Russell's, and I was part of her beta group.
Okay, gotcha.
And she was trying to help me launch, my own stuff. And it wasn't necessarily funnels. It was, a webinar, but she never explained what I was doing. She was giving pieces of what I needed to do, and I kept doing it, figuring out my avatar, figuring out my personality test, like all of these things, whether, my archetype. And I was doing all of this stuff, and I didn't know what I was doing it for. So even after the end of the beta group, nothing really came of it because by the time she wanted to put me into funnels, I was like, whoa. I have no idea. You're asking me to pay $100 a month. I don't even know what I'm selling or what I'm not selling. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. And then she's telling me all these things to go on this website and create this and create that and all these slides. I have all of Russell's slides, the whole PowerPoint, I have it. And I'm like, and it's like, you have to just fill in the blanks. And I'm like, I don't know what the hell to put in these damn blanks.
Basically, she gave you we call it the perfect webinar, but it's a script. It's a sales script.
But she gave it to me and wanted me to fill it out with my story. I didn't understand what I was doing. And so that was that. So just so you know, that's how I was. Right. So then you send this to me. And I'm like, and I've been to so many different presentations where I could see, like when I went to the NWA, like I'm like, this is Russell's stuff. Like I could see the slides, like the whole thing. And they're like, go to the back of the room. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
When Russell's shit on me, but that's great. That looks good, right? So I started seeing that. So I was already kind of familiar with that. So then when I read or listened to The Expert Secret, I kind of was like bringing it back to that stuff. And I'm like, oh, that's what was happening. And that's what she wanted me to do. She just never really gave me enough background for me to know what I was doing. So it's exactly where I am. Like the information is very timely. I have, like I said to you, I have the product. I know when I was listening to this thing where he was talking about the character, the attractive
character. Yeah.
I'm the attractive character.
I know, baby. I know.
I could do this all day. Like I love, and I'm very personable. People connect to me. I can do this.
That's right. Yeah.
And so now it's a matter of putting it together. I get it. I get the whole, it makes sense. It's like if I show you, okay, this is your problem, which you told me, and I'm giving you a solution, which I have, and I eliminate all your objections. Like, you have to give me money. And
I love it.
Together.
I
It
love
just
it.
has to be the right thing at wherever you are.
Correct. Exactly. Yeah. So, okay. So I get it. What I'm hearing, correct me if I'm wrong, what I'm hearing from you is that you try to work with someone, but they just gave you executional points without giving you any overview or background as to why you're doing these tasks. You were assigned these tasks, right?
Right.
And then it didn't make any sense to you. Like, what am I even doing?
If she gave me all of these tasks now, having listened to this, I get it. I would understand where I'm a lawyer. Like, I'm not gonna just do to do. Like, I need how is this coming together? I don't mind working on different puzzle pieces at a time, but I need to know that at the end, I'm doing this for something. You're not wasting my time. When I feel like my time is wasted, it's like I don't have that kind of time.
It's the worst feeling, right? Like you want to be on purpose at every time, at every moment.
I bill at $4.50 an hour. You want to take my time? Pay me.
Exactly. So here's the thing. So then you actually had the information and were so jazzed about it. You went right into part number 2, which we didn't even assign, which was the .com secrets, correct?
Right. I was ready to listen to something else. So. Anyway, for your assignment. Sorry.
And how far into that are you?
About an hour and a half, and it's 4 hours. So I should be able to finish it between today, because I'm doing things and I'm just listening to it. I don't have very mind-consuming work that I'm doing, so I listen to books when I do that.
Pretty cool. Okay, so then what you heard when he was speaking about, he calls it the secret formula. I like to call it the secret sauce because I'm a foodie. But I keep the same fishy analogy, I'm gonna share my screen and go into Photoshop and doodle a little bit, if that's okay with you.
Of course.
Awesome, cool. Let me just open a new file over here. Screen share. Okay, you should be able to see my Photoshop.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go with inches. Let's do a nice like 22. 16, 8.5, so that should be 17. Okay. Oh, I don't know why the screen share stopped, but let's go back. When I created the document, it just jumped out. You can see that blank paper, yeah?
Uh-huh.
Let's get some blank ink over here. So the thing about just lowering my brush. The secret formula is we have 4 steps, right? And it looks kind of like this, the doodle on his book, right? It's like a little fishy over here. And then
I need to get a copy of the book.
You know what? I'm actually going to send you a link if it's okay with you, because he just finished the 3rd book and he's sending it to the publisher already, the manuscript. He finished it. He's going to do a public reading in a couple of days, only to the people who bought their ticket to Funnel Hacking Live, which I was going to discuss with you at the end of the call. Basically, we have our big live event. You're going to be building these funnels, and now you're going to become part of this community, because our mission is not just to create business, it's to create impact in the world, right?
Of course.
Right. So
what I'm here to do.
Perfect. And so you need to have a ticket to the live event. That money goes to Rosa. It's nothing to do with us, but you need to be part of the environment now. And if you buy your ticket now, you'll actually get into the reading of the 3rd book, which is the traffic. So the blue book number 2 that I had you read first, Expert Secrets. Like I said, I think I mentioned in the first call, it's the passion, like your why, right? Your purpose. Ignite that. Then the book that you're on now, .com Secrets, that's like the infrastructure, right? The framework, the methodology, the step-by-step recipe, okay? Which has been proven over and over to succeed in many different industries. And then our 3rd part, which is just coming out now, but when you send a book to a traditional publisher, it doesn't get released until later, so May 2020. Who wants to wait until May, right?
Right.
Yeah, that one is all about the traffic, and the traffic, it just means people, right? People to see your message. And that's the fuel for your business, because without the people, you have no business. So we want to get you a link so you could go get your ticket to Funnel Hacking Live, so that you could be
When
in
is
that. It's going to be at the end of January in Nashville.
it's all the way. Okay.
Yeah. But if you get the ticket now, the thing is you get into the reading, which is in a few days, like literally like 2 or 3 days from now.
Where?
It's online. It's going to be a reading online.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, he's going to read it on voice, but he's going to broadcast it to a private room with just the people who will have their tickets. Like we want to give a gift to our community. So in that little doodle, there's like a little stick figure person over here, kind of going like, yay, like this, right? At the top of that's supposed to be a mountain. I'm drawing with my mouse, not with my pen, because I forgot my tablet, like a dork. So it's a little harder to doodle. But then he's got, it's supposed to be like a pond, right? And there's like a bunch of little fishies in this pond, right? I'm not gonna put like a dots on them, but you get the idea. Like this is where your people hang out, right? And then there's another little stick figure over here. With kind of like a fishing pole. And a little hook at the end of the fishing pole, right? And so if you're familiar with personal development world, Tony Robbins has something called RPM, your reason, your purpose, and your outcome, right? Which is like your why, your what, and then your how, your method together, your map, right? So it's kind of like the same thing. Step number 1 is your who, right? Who do you want to serve? Like, who do you want to serve? Who do you want to work with? You want a person who's going to be excited and listen and do the homework and be proactive and going to 4 or 5 chapters ahead? Or you want somebody that you got to kind of handhold all the time? It depends. Some people have different preferences, right? You and I seem to be on the first wavelength. Right? And then out here, all the way over is your what, right? And this is your outcome, but it's not your outcome for you. It's your outcome that you want to give to your student, the result that you know that you can create for them. So as legal counsel, you want to make sure that their issues are resolved in their favor, right? That's a very specific what, right?
Right.
Yeah. For your person that we're gonna, and you did your homework, so we'll drill deeper into the second call, because this call is more for you and I to get rapport and make sure you were in the same wavelength. We'll actually fine tune it, but you're gonna set up probably other lawyers who want to avoid all the pain and benefit from your experience, right? And set up the LLC and rock it. And set up their assistants so they don't have to be at the office billing hours themselves, et cetera, et cetera.
Correct.
Right? Okay. So that's a very, very specific outcome that you can give them. And then, so basically this is supposed to be point number 4, but you don't do them in order, right? Point number 2 here is the hook, and point number 3 is the where. So let's go where. I probably should type them because it'll be faster than trying to draw with the mouse. And this how or hook, how are we going to attract them, right? Something that hooks them, something that breaks their pattern, interrupts their regular pattern, and grabs their attention. All right, cool. So instead of going like, who do I want to serve? What's the hook that's going to attract them? Where do they hang out? What do I want to give them? It's who do I want to serve? What result can I give them? So the bookends come first. We got to figure out that first, right? Once we have those 2, it's very easy to find out where they hang out. Are they mostly on YouTube, putting like, how do I start my law firm? How do I set up my LLC, even though I'm a lawyer already, right? Like, whatever. So like, it's very easy. Or like, are they hanging out on Facebook with other lawyers at the lawyers group, like, right? Or are they on Instagram looking at pretty pictures of the lifestyle that they want instead of doing their work? It's easy to figure out where they hang out already. Are they like at the Lawyers Association or at the bar of Chicago? I don't know. Like, it's easy to find out where your tribe is already existing as a community, so that then we can make an interesting hook and put it in front of them. Make sense? I'm looking over there because your picture's over there, but you're over here. So I hope this makes sense. Once we know who do we want to serve, what outcomes do we want to give them, we go find out where, we do a little research, find out exactly where they hang out. And it could be different places because it could be offline, online, it could be live, it could be just on a news feed. And then we create interesting hooks that grab their attention and put them out of their everyday trance, their everyday scrolling actions that they do every day, so that they can come and see your message and you fish them out of the little pond, bring them into your ecosystem, into your world, and where you want to handhold them through your process. Does that make sense?
Perfect sense.
Cool. And so once we know this, that's when we figure out the next slide. So let me just make a new layer over here. And let's just put more paint, white, so we got a background. Cool, awesome. So let me just duplicate this a couple of times so we don't have to keep going. So slide number 2, we would actually figure out your value ladder, right? And so since you're reading the .com secrets, I'm already gonna go into this thing over here. You know what? That's a very important value ladder. Let's actually undo that. Yeah. So the first step in any business, right? The value ladder has 2 purposes before I get going. It's gonna be your customer journey. Like how are they gonna, their trajectory from just finding out about you all the way to becoming your raving fan, right? That trajectory, that customer journey, that's part of the value ladder. The second part is the tiers in your business, the different products and services that you offer and the different levels. So we start down here with the dotted line. We go up 1 step, right? And then when they graduate from that, we go up another step. When they graduate from that, we go up another step. But I ran out of room over there. Okay. And it keeps them going and going and going. But there are basic levels. This is your value added marketing. Okay. And all that means is all that content that you create on social media, which is free, right? Mm-hmm. So when people are Googling, how do I start my own firm? We start having so much content, blog posts, infographics, very thorough, like documentary style YouTube videos. So the longer format that really explain the whole journey. And we post all of that, like our best content for free. Then people start developing that rapport and that trust with you automatically through the content before they even make first contact with you. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And please interrupt me and ask questions. I don't want to just
taking it all in.
Cool. I'm not just talking at you here. We're like,
I'm with you.
Awesome. Cool. So we'll have a whole social media editorial calendar, and we'll build your presence in the relevant channels to your audience. So that's that. The next thing, and you don't need to develop all of these at once, and you don't have to have all of them if you don't want to, but it's important to meet your client where they're at, and they might not all be at the same level. So that's why we want to have a little bit of content in each and an offer in each of these steps. So here it could be anywhere from like $7 to like $27. Okay. Mm-hmm. And these are dollars, so you should have like a dollar sign in there. And in here it's like, I don't know if you've ever seen it where they tell you like week trial or get only this 1 chapter for $7 or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. And that's when, instead of giving them everything because they're not ready and it's overwhelming, you give them the 1 chapter. Just look at steps 1 through 5, or how to really set up your LLC with the right structure. Just that, $7, and you give them the real content, but it's a micro commitment. When we draw these funnels, we like to do the analogy of dating, right? Because we train a lot of guys. So we tell the guys, so you're hanging out at the bar and you see a beautiful lady over there. If you walk up to her with the ring and kneel down, she's going to slap you and throw the drink in your face. Right. It's a huge commitment. You have no rapport, no nothing, right? She doesn't know who the heck you are. But if you go and as she says, it sounds like, hey, come here often, may I buy you a drink? It's the sit taken, something very non-committal, like a micro commitment, right? Let me just sit next to you and chat with you for a minute. And then you escalate to like, you want to go for a coffee, right? And then you escalate to like, you want to go for a walk? And then you escalate to like, you want to have dinner tomorrow or whatever? And So this is the same thing. You want to build that trust little by little. And so you increase the level of commitment, but you got to start with that micro commitment, right? Cool. Then here you could have like your online courses, your ebooks, whatever, and you can start all the way from like 47. It could be 37 as well, but from 47 all the way to 97 is the max of this tier over here, right? And these are like small online courses or books, kids, you know, training kids that they'll consume online at their own pace. Then we start getting into your like 497 here. We love the 7s because they convert. They convert. We've been studying all the way to 997. And so here is where you do your webinars, right? Because it's a little bit of a heavier price. So you got to bust a lot of limiting beliefs out of their mindset, and you have to reframe them, and you have to just knock down all of the objections, right? And then present your offer. So when you do webinars, you don't want to tell them the how ever, because that's what you're selling. You're selling the how. There's specific steps. In that script that she gave you, the perfect webinar script with the slides, we say only talk about the one big thing, the one big idea you're trying to sell them. You know, how to set up your own law firm and succeed at it, right? Like, so there's one big thought, and then you do like the 3 secrets, right? Because people can only handle about 3 main points at a time. And what you in those 3 secrets, again, you're not saying exactly the step-by-step how, the recipe, but what you're doing is you're associating their what, their desire, to the why, their reason, their purpose, okay? And so secret number 1 could be setting up the right structure. But we talk about what that looks like and why that's important, but we never tell them the how, because that's what we're going to sell at the end, right? Secret number 2 is building the right team. And again, we talk about what that looks like, what is the right team looking like, and why is it important to establish that, but we don't say how do we hire, what's the process, because that's what we're selling. Make sense? Okay. Secret number 3 is client relationship, building your roster or whatever, right? I'm not a lawyer, so I'm just shooting.
You're coming up with that. Yeah.
Cool. And then so one more time, it's like, what did the ideal clientele looks like? What billable hours look like the ideal stuff, you know, like that vision, and why it's important to have that structure set up and have the whole team understand that. But we never say how to set it up, because that's what we're saying. Okay. And if you do that really well in that webinar with that script, you establish rapport, you debunk the beliefs, you keep it to the 3 lanes, all pointing to the big idea of setting up this successful law firm, you know, and then you have those, we call them case studies instead of testimonials. You show like how your students have succeeded on top of your own case study. Then it's so easy to close them it's like, yes or yes, will it be Visa or MasterCard? You know, I'll even take Amex or PayPal, whatever you want to say. So all the choices lead to yes, right? And then over here on this step, it starts to become your live events, right? Because once you have a crowd and you build a culture, you want to have that live experience. And Russell always gives the analogy of people will consume the same exact content when it's repackaged in a different way that is more convenient to them at a higher price point. Let me explain. He had the book, I think it go reach for like 10 or 12 years. I forget the exact amount, but he tells a story all the time. Never read it, had it, bought it for $10, was on the shelf collecting dust. One day he's like, oh my God, gotta read this book. Everybody keeps telling me about it. He goes on eBay and he found a CD of it for $100. So 10 times the price, right? But much more valuable for him because he could play it while he was driving. He could listen to the book. So he gladly paid $100 for the CD of the same book that he had for $10 sitting on the shelf. Make sense?
Of course.
All this content that you've been building in this value ladder, that you've been teaching, that you've been preaching about and indoctrinating people into, you could create a whole live event around it and then have people in immersion and give them an experience and really install all the emotions and all the technologies into their system so that they can go out there, execute, and succeed.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and for this starts with your 5Ks all the way to, you know, for events, you could go 10Ks depending on the level of event. And then the higher tier here, these are your masterminds. These are the people that belong to your inner circle. And you want to be very premium. You want to start like 25K to 100 plus. okay, for the year to belong to your elite group, your elite mastermind, because this is where you and other lawyers like you get together and you give each other distinctions that you only learn on the field. It will be no book, right? How do I escalate my business to the next level? Well, from things that we actually learn and do on the ground. Yeah?
Makes perfect sense. This is recording, right? Good. Okay.
This is recording. It's in the book, but I'm giving you like the actual.
Yeah, but I don't have the actual book itself.
Material, so you cannot see the drawings. That's why I'm
talking about go to figure 3 point. I'm like,
this is why you said that. So that's why I'm like, let me show you what he's talking about. So so if we start again, let me lower these. Okay. So the first thing he talks about is the secret formula. Here you go. I call it a secret sauce. Same thing. Okay. Mm-hmm. That's what that doodle is like. When he's talking about value ladder, this is what that doodle is like, which is creating your customer journey. And these are your products and services. And so this is your business, right? These are your packages. Okay. Yep. But they're not just like, I want to have this retreat package. No, you think with that outcome that you want to give your customer in mind. You think about, what does this look like? How do I want to leave them feeling? What is the result I want to give to them that I know I can deliver, right? Mm-hmm. And then you create one of these, right? For each of those results, you create a little thing for them, mm-hmm. right?
Yep.
And it's amazing because as you're doing the content at the bottom step, right, the hash line, you can refer to each of those steps. And it's like, when you're ready to join the mastermind, I have this thing available for you. If you're not ready for any of that, but you want to set up the LLC, at least get your legal structure going, $7, here you go, $27, here you go. And it's the real thing. You know, you would pay counsel $2K to go do this for you, or $3 or $4K. You know, that's the value of it. But I care about you, so I want to give it to you for this, right? For you to do it on your own. If you want to hire me, I bill at $500 an hour, so it's going to be in this other package, right?
Right.
So it's like you could DIY, do it yourself, but I gave you all the legit steps. So if you follow my recipe, you'll get the good cake, right? Or
it'll be my cake, but it'll be a good cake.
Right, exactly. But if you want my cake, it's over here.
There's a premium for that.
Exactly, exactly like that.
Yep.
Okay. So then he starts getting into funnel structures, because there's different types of funnels depending on our outcome. So if it's a lead funnel, you know, he'll actually have, let me get on the right layer here. He'll have a doodle kind of like this, right? And he'll tell you a lead funnel is very simple. It'll be a headline. It's either a picture or a video, okay, or some text of whatever the thing is. And it's a box where they could put their name, a box where they could put their email, and a big submit button. That's a basic lead page to capture the lead, right? Right. After they click, you have to have what we like to call a thank you page. And you can make another offers because you already have their information, you know, once I submit. But this is just the thank you page. And in this real estate, we can make another offer if we want to. And so sometimes, not sometimes, we call those things OTO, one-time offers, right? OTOs. So if he talks about OTOs over there on the book, he's talking about it's a one-time offer. Basically saying, thank you for signing up for the thing. Check your email for the, so this is also your delivery, right? Your fulfillment page where you say like, thank you for, downloading the book. Here's the link where you can go listen right away. By the way, check your email because I also send you the file over there as an attachment. And if you're interested, this time and this time only, we're having a thing next weekend, sign here for X, right? And then you can move them into a different funnel right from this one. But that's it. That's a basic lead capture funnel. It doesn't have to, a lot of people get so jazzed about the science of it. They want to have like upsells, downsells, cross sells, all kinds of things, and no need for that. We actually, one second, I had it here on standby for our training. We have this thing called the Cookbook. And it's literally recipes, like in this type of funnel, put this type of ingredient, right?
Oh my God, I love it.
Okay, it's that. And we could hook you up with all of that, but we have to talk about like what level of coaching and guidance do you want? Because I think that you're on the small coaching program, like on the $4.99 or something. Which one are you in?
Lauren, I paid, I think 2,500 I paid with Lauren.
Okay, yeah, I couldn't remember which one. Because like
I made her sell me that. She wasn't offering that. I'm the only person who bought that.
I know, that's what she said, take care of you. But the thing is, like, I usually do these trainings for the inner circle members, like this in depth that I'm going with you. But Lauren was like, take care of my girl, right?
Yeah, I was like, are you selling something? Because you keep talking and I want to buy and I can't buy anything because you're not selling anything.
Right, she wasn't.
At the end, I was like, girlfriend, I'm not the at the end kind of girl. Whatever package you have that's like really, really good where I'm going to be one-on-one with you, I want it. And then she was like, okay, I'm not selling this to anybody else, but sure. I was like,
well, if you're interested, tomorrow we have an inner circle call.
She sends me the inner circle stuff now too. She put me on there.
Cool, because then you get to hang out there. And if you do join those girls, that's when I actually teach them and help them build their funnels.
Yeah, so I'll be there. And then I'm calling also. Well, tomorrow, what time is it again tomorrow? I think
there is, I know it's Thursday, but the board is on the other office over there.
Yeah, I know I saw it. And then I know that there's she's doing something October 4th or something.
Correct, yes.
I'm going to probably fly to that. I got to get my ticket.
Cool. Well, let me know if you upgrade, or she'll let me know if you upgrade to Inner Circle, because then we can actually start building your funnels. That will be even more exciting, not just talking theory.
Yes.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so that's an example of a simple funnel, right, to capture leads. And then from there, we could put them on an email sequence. I'm actually going to go ahead and open a different page. Can you see this web page over here?
Not yet.
No? Okay, let me stop sharing and swap the camera. Share. You should be seeing Google right now, yeah? Okay. Funnelytics. Yeah, there we go. And that should be already logged in. Cool. Awesome. So I'm going to show you like real examples of real clients, okay?
This is so cool.
All right. So it looks very tiny because we actually have the same funnel, but in 3 different iterations. And I'm going to kind of like zoom in here to show you just at 25% to see the overview, but I'm going to go in. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, right there. Okay, cool. So the first thing is like the traffic sources, right? Where are we getting the traffic from, right? Paid Facebook ads, boom, right? That's the only paid traffic source right here.
Mm-hmm.
These are all organic sources. So that hash line on the value ladder, those pieces of blogs, videos, posts, right? It's all free marketing, right? All free marketing. At the end, you have a call to action which says, go take this quiz, right? Because this book, this client wrote a book called Think Yourself Happy. So this is a real life case study, okay? So this client wrote a book called Think Yourself Happy, and we built him a quiz that's called the Free Happiness Quiz or the Happiness Quiz. You could Google it. You'll either Free Happiness Quiz or the Happiness Quiz gets you to the site. 50 questions, multiple choice, 10 answers each. At the end, you get a happiness score, whatever. So this is all like free, valuable information as posts and videos, right? Coming from YouTube, from Facebook posts, Facebook Live, Instagram posts, Instagram stories, which is their videos, tweets, YouTube videos, LinkedIn articles for the professionals, chat box in case they chat the client page. The chat replies like, hey, yeah, we have the quiz. Go take it right now, automatically. So they don't have like a VA billing hours there. The bot is doing it for them, right? Answering the people. Email campaigns for their existing list, like, hey, go take the quiz. Go take the quiz. People who were already on their email list. And then the client, when he meets people in person, he gives this little cards. Hey, go take the Free Happiness Quiz. So he's not selling anything. He's saying, hey, this is how you change your mindset and you get happy. And if you want to know how happy you really are, go take this quiz, right? That's that micro commitment. That's like, here's a cup of coffee, right? Okay. Now, once they take the quiz at the very end, when they get their score on the email, it says, by the way, if you want to know more, go get the book. It's free, right? So if you look from the quiz, all the traffic from the quiz goes into this funnel where we say, free book, just cover the shipping. Which
is the cost of the book.
Right. You're breaking even on that funnel. whatever it costs us to print the book, and actually we got to ship it. So we cover both of those, right? The fulfillment house. So we break even, or we might even lose a couple of dollars on the book, but it doesn't matter because it's the cost of acquiring a customer, which is priceless, right? Okay. So now they get this book, but right there on that same page, as they're checking out for the book, and you're going to hear Russell talk about it when you're listening to .com Secrets, talks about the OTO Bump. So OTO is one-time offer. Bump is a little tiny check mark that says, by the way, now that you're getting the book, are you interested in getting the audiobook too? That's an easy no-brainer. It's like I gave you
both, by the way. I have a book and an audiobook that I recorded in my voice. So
so you're ready. This is why I'm showing it to you, because you said your assets that you have. So I'm showing you a real case study, okay?
Yeah.
And notice that as I'm training you, I'm using the methodology how you're gonna close your client, right? You're like training by the real example. Like,
of course, yeah.
So it's like, I'm giving you this cup of coffee. Would you like the little sleeve so you don't burn yourself? It's a no-brainer. I'm gonna say yes, right?
Yeah.
I'm giving you this cup of coffee. Do you want a lid for it? Like, you always want to offer the next logical thing, right? So it's a no-brainer. It's like, yeah, and it's an impulse buy too. It's like candy at the checkout, right? Like, you just. So they take the little thing, take the upsell, or don't take the upsell. Whether they take the upsell, right, or don't take the upsell, the next thing they see is their first OTO, the first one-time offer, which is, hey, do you want to become part of my monthly training, $9 a month, right? Will I get online and give you happiness tips or whatever the heck he's doing over there, right? So that's $9 upsell. Then after they take that one, they say, hey, you wanna get even better mindset, faster success, all of that. Don't just watch the little monthly videos. Come and be part of my inner circle, right? It's a value of $499 for the whole year, but if you want to pay monthly, we'll give it to you for $49 a month. So they have a choice to pay in bulk or get a payment plan, right? You see that? Okay. Either way, whether they take it or don't take it, so they can decline this offer. They can take it at the yearly or at the monthly, or they can decline it. Either way, it goes into this next OTO, which is a different thing called Hype right now. It's a whole different situation. Now he's moving them into another part of his value ladder. Okay. And from that one, he says, you want to pay, it's a value of 400, but I'm selling it to you right now for 99. Or if you want to pay in payments, it's going to be 39 each. So your total is 117. So it's a little bit of a premium always for taking the payment plan. Okay. And then at the end, to that thank you page that fulfills. So the thank you page will always have the summary of everything that they opted in. They may have only opted for the book, but you still walk them through the whole ladder. Okay. Because it's not about wanting
different people at different levels based on where they are.
Exactly. And that's why we discuss the value ladder first before we show you the case study, because you can see how it applies to real life.
Makes perfect sense.
Amazing. Cool.
Amazing.
All right. But you're going amazing like this, so that concerns me.
No. I'm just like he's a genius. That's like genius. Like literally, like as I'm listening, I'm watching this and I'm putting that together. That's like,
thank you. I built this. This is one of my clients.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Well, say hello to your next. You gotta build my stuff, dude. I want you to do it.
It's either you're my client or you're Lauren's client. Either way, you're our client. So you just figure out how you want to do it, and it's okay. I think you should be part of Inner Circle, because like having those ladies with you helps. And
she told me a couple of them are lawyers too, and
and I'm a trainer over there. I'm part of that. I'm a trainer over there. So if you're part of that, you get me by default. So it's better for you to get that.
Okay.
Because if you get me and you get that, it's like double. You don't want that.
Yeah.
No.
Perfect. Yes.
So this is a different iteration in which all the traffic, paid and organic, points right to the book offer without the quiz. Because we're split testing, are people going to be more ready to just get the book, or are they not ready yet? And we're going to give them that non-committal. It's a quiz. It's free. It's only a little bit of my time, right? Versus this one is straight to the money. Even though it's a free book, they still got to pay for the shipping, right? Okay, but it's the same walk, right? It's just the first impression is either free quiz up here, right? Or free book.
Got it. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then the third iteration, it's not even the book. It's just a trial of that $9 membership. It's just a week trial, right to the course. Because some people don't want to read a book. They want to watch somebody tell them what to do. They don't want to do the homework. They think if they watch a video that they'll get the results without doing the work. Most people have that mindset.
Mm-hmm.
So we offer this offer just to indoctrinate them. But guess what? On the little bump, you see the OTO bump down here?
Mm-hmm.
This one? It says Happiness Fun Box. The book is in the box. It's part of the offer of the box. So they still get the book because they're going to need it, right? Okay, the material is all in the book. That's their textbook. They need it. But we just, depending on their mindset and their psychology, we structure the flow.
Right, so you have it for, you're capturing different kinds of people. There's different,
and that's, again, it's applying the value ladder lesson to real life.
Right, makes sense.
To a real offer.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to show you what this looks like in a funnel. And I'm going to go to Russell's funnel, actually, because it's the best way to explain it. Expert. Yeah, there we go. Pausing the video. So we land on the page, and like we said, it's very simple, right? Big headline, compelling, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if people would actually pay you for your advice? Oh my God, what if, right?
Right.
And then right away, so that's the hook. Okay, that's the thing that interrupts the pattern. Like, oh wow, is that possible? Wow, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the offer: get your free copy of the book right now, right? So it's an offer and a call to action. Get the free book now. Okay, then is Russell warming them up for the people that need a little bit more of what's really in this book? I don't know. Give me a second. I'm not ready to buy right away. So it's a structure that the people who are ready to buy right away, which we call that the hot market, the people who are your fans and just want your next thing that you put out, it's right there. It's like the hook, what the offer is, the timing, and get it, how to get it. No impediment on taking action. It's right there. Click and do it, right? People who need a little bit more massaging, we have this other second headline and this video walking them through the whole thing. Some people are very kinesthetic and they're not that visual. So instead of wanting to hear it and look at it, they kind of want to spend their time with it and scroll and read and pause and take their time, right? This kinesthetic, they want to feel it. So this is why then we do a vertical funnel, and it's all that stuff that he's talking about in the video. It's spelled out here, right? And here's a case study with authority, because Tony Robbins next to Russell, right? It's like, oh, wow, must work, right? Then here's the case study, somebody who I never knew who she was, but now she's in the cover of magazines, right? Like, okay, another case study. So like if I'm not a girl and I don't identify with her, I can maybe identify with him and his case study, right? Or her and her case study, et cetera, et cetera. We just keep going, right? We just keep going on the vertical here and give them all the different iterations of success that we've had in different industries, right? So if they need that, they'll scroll. They can self-educate. But our job is to provide every single iteration possible, again, to knock down all the objections. Yeah? So I'm going very, very fast because there's a lot. And then here is like, see, this is it. You know, this is how it's helped that many people. So I'm asking you this question next. Like, are you the next one? It is free. Just pay the postage and printing costs, right?
Yep.
Okay. So $7.95 for US, $14.95 for international. There is no catch. This is the stuff that's inside the book, right? And it's really limited offers because when we run out of books, we run out of books. The end, right? But check this out. First thing I had to do is put my information to go even see what's going on. So there it is. Okay. Now Russell has my email. Whether I bought or not, I'm on his list. He can send me more offers for free. Now he doesn't have to pay for me to be his customer. He could keep giving me offers until the day that he dies or I die, until the day I buy. So he no longer has to keep to acquire me as a customer. I'm on his list. And he just needs to send me offers until there's one that resonates with me and I buy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So he's already winning because I would give him my email. I didn't even buy the book yet.
Right.
Then here, you know, for those visual people again, he says, wait a second, do you want to upgrade yourself? and save some money? Oh, upgrade and save? Hold on, let me look. It says, get both. And this is the page that I'm going to send you. I'm actually going to send you my link if that's okay with you, since I'm training you. It doesn't cost you extra, but he sees that I send you to him, so it's good for me.
Of course, of course.
And so you click this little button, and if let's look down here. It says amount $7.95 because I'm in the US. My address said I was in Vegas, right? So that's the book of free plus shipping. That's the offer. If I put my credit card, that's all I'm going to pay right there, right? But if I click the upgrade button and we look back, now it says the box is $37, and because it's a bigger box and heavier, it's more shipping. So it's really $52. Okay. But what do I get in the box? The 2 books, which would have been like $18 if I bought each free deal by itself, right? And I get this entire cool black box that is like an indoctrination thing. So I get this sticker that says I build funnel. I kind of want to show you. Give me a sec.
Sure.
Right back. It's cool to see it in real life. So what it does is it gives you identity. I don't know if you can, I can't see my screen, so I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
I build funnels.
That sticker is in the box.
It puts you in the community.
And then there's this stuff. Can you see that one? And the little pop click over here for you see?
I see it.
Awesome, cool. And then there's a FunnelHacker Manifesto and a couple of guides. Let me see if I can actually pull the manifesto for you. FunnelHacker Manifesto. Yeah, it should show up on the graphics. But the reason I'm going over this in detail is because I want to show you what you're going to have to do and build for your clients, right? You got to give them a sense of identity, right? So here, can you see that one, the FunnelHacker Manifesto?
Yeah.
A funnel hacker is a new breed of entrepreneur. Sorry, my computer's click happy. There we go. It's this one over here. And this is a funnel hacker wages guerrilla war against the big brands, and they win, right? A funnel hacker starts without a safety net. Venture capital is a 4-letter word, and bootstrap is their middle name. A funnel hacker never goes public because their product serves the public, not a board of directors. That's very powerful right there. Yeah. This one right here, right?
Of course.
Like, we don't need to make money for some board. We're creating products that have impact. It goes back to that thing of like actually making a difference, right? And changing the world. A funnel hacker never asks for permission, you know, and never are shackled to investors, right? Independent, like true character, you know, truth of motivation and heart. A funnel hacker creates value and puts ethics before conversions. I'm not just trying to sell you something. I'm creating this customer journey with you in mind, right? To serve you.
Yeah. I'm giving you what? I'm giving you value. I'm giving you.
Right. Here, if you ask the MBAs or you look for the college textbooks, they'll tell you that what they're doing, meaning the funnel hackers, is impossible, yet we're doing it every day, right? Okay, funnel hackers define their own destiny, create their own luck, build their own empires, change the world. Now, if I'm going to become part of a community and they're reading this to me, or I'm reading this about them, I'm already jazzed, and I'm already a funnel hacker. But every time I hear it, it's like, you know what I mean? Okay, funnel hackers are motivated knowing that they are just one funnel away. I am a funnel hacker. So there you go, right? And here's another one. Look at this one. Okay, I define my own destiny. I create my own luck. I build my own empire. I change the world. I'm just one funnel away.
I love it.
Right? So you need to create a box bundle, right? With these manuals over here and this really cool looking box with some stickers and a manifesto and a creed and your book that's gonna, I am a lawyer for good, or whatever whatever the identity that we're gonna give them, right? It's not gonna be about you. We're not gonna do the brand around Cara V, even though she's so cool. We're gonna do the brand about Lawyers Unite or something, you know, like an identity for them, right?
Yeah. It's about the laptop lifestyle for the lawyer. Yeah.
There you go. Cool. So that's what we want. So then when they opt in and they put the credit card number, they can just check out right there. But look at this other little thing flashing at me. It's another little OTO bump. It says, yes, Russell, upgrade my order again. Do you want to know the secrets of story selling? I'm going to give you this online course for 90% off. If you click yes right now, it's just going to be $37 instead of 197. Okay, right there.
Yep.
All right, and then check. And if I check, now I'm giving him $89.
Yep.
Oh, I mean, it's taking this long because I'm breaking it down for you.
Yeah,
But this is like a 2-minute transaction that went from a $7 proposition to to a 10 times the value to an 89. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
And when you click yes, when you put your credit card, then he gives you another OTO offer. I'm gonna see if I actually bookmarked it. I buy this all the time when I'm teaching it. I'm like, maybe I have a bookmark that I can just show you.
16 boxes coming a day, like holy shit.
It's okay, hold on. I have a lot of, don't even mind this part,
Okay.
but I'm gonna go to OFA and it should be like somewhere way at the bottom here. Because I think I tried to bookmark it the last time. Lead funnels, Russell.com secrets. I know it's like one of these at the bottom here. Expert secrets, lounge area. Oh, this is actually inside that. Like if you buy it, so maybe I'll just, no, see OTO 1 and OTO 2. Here we go, these two. Maybe you'll actually be able to see it. Yeah, when you order, this is the thing that says, hey, do you wanna, says, hey, wait a second, your order is not complete, right?
Mm-hmm.
Get this other thing, right? And get this free courses. Because in this one, he didn't offer the audiobook in the bump, like in the funnel that I mapped out for my customer. So the audiobook wasn't part of that. So it says, do you want the audiobook? Then get these other 6 other audio courses, right?
For free.
Yep, the value is this much, but only pay 47.
So
and then if you click, it will upgrade. And then if you need to know more, because we always use the same structure, a quick visual, the people who are ready, they'll just click the button, right? Show the value. It's always the same structure. And then we put a timer for scarcity, right? And then for the people who need a little bit more time to look at it, the kinesthetic people, we give them all the explanation they want. This first course, it's $500. This is what you get. This second course is $200. This is what you get. And so when we structure your thing, it's the same, right?
Right.
Okay. Boom. There you go. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. And other bonuses. We always surprise them with stuff we don't tell them we're going to give them, and we give it to them, right? And then if you add it all up, it really is $12.76. But if you buy it today, this is what we call the stack. And if you go back to the slide presentation that she gave you at the end, you have one of these. And you always want to have a stack. You don't want to sell a commodity, an item, or a service. You want to sell an offer, always an offer. An offer is something they cannot get anywhere else because you stacked it with so much value line by line by line by line. And it's something unique that they cannot get anywhere else. And there's so many ways to curate content to enhance the value of your offer. Like your main product, your main service, it's unique to you. But there are so many other things that exist in the public domain that we can gather and utilize to enhance your offer and create your stack. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, because you go like this and it worries me.
I'm right there. Don't worry about that, because I'm just like, why haven't I done this already? I'm so excited about this.
Because you didn't have somebody to guide you through the steps, like the way we're breaking it down.
I would always see this and I would get overwhelmed by it.
But now you understand it. Now it's like,
of course,
you could breathe through it.
I would get overwhelmed about being the one to create it. Like, holy cow, that's a lot of stuff to create. I know I have the product. I know I have the message. I know I can make the difference. I can do all of it. But all of this part, this technical aspect, is like, whoa, who's going to sit and do this?
Well, now that you got Lauren and myself and the audiobook I gave you, and I'm going to send you the link to get the actual physical books, you got this.
We're done. Yeah, we're doing it.
Yeah, you got this. And the things that you don't want to do, outsource it to a VA. And I'll give you a recommendation to VAs who already know how to do this, so they're not wasting our time.
Mm-hmm. And so this can just come together. I give them the content, they put it together.
Right. No, they wouldn't put it together. They will create the assets.
Right.
we'll put it together, you and I.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. So then what do we do next? I love this.
Awesome. What do we do next is, I don't even have to show you like the other offer, because you get it. It's the same structure, right?
Right, it makes sense.
Yeah, and then it goes into the members area. Yeah, it's just the login after that. If I go back to the main page, it says members login, and they click there, and if the computer, there it is, and then you just put their information, and it goes on the delivery area, which is where they go get the content that they just bought from you.
Okay.
Make sense? I'm gonna stop sharing my screen for a second, if that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just want to get back to you because we're already almost an hour. Yeah, and I want to make sure that you're okay with your time. I want to respect your time.
Yeah, no, I'm good. Listen, I'm getting so much juice right now. This is great.
This is valuable.
This is extremely valuable.
Awesome. So let me hear from you, because I talked for most of the training. Where your mind is at. What did you get from it? Like, just rated it for me, just so I got the certainty that you.
Well, what I got from it is I see how it, the map that you showed me was everything. Like when you showed me the map with the free book. So I had something where you got a free book, but then that was it. Like there was always a disconnect in what I was doing. So I wasn't even if I, like, for example, I have emails, but I don't send them anything. I don't offer them anything. I have like 300-400 emails sitting there doing nothing. They haven't heard from me in a long time, and they're just sitting in my MailChimp. I just, watching this, hold on one second, just turn this off. It's my office. Oh my God, how do I turn this off? Are you hearing me?
Yeah, answer them and say, I can't talk right now.
No, I don't want to answer it from here. Here. My assistant she'll give all these calls. Where did I go? Where did you go? Hold on.
I'm right here.
Yeah, but I think I did something. There's
Okay.
Zoom.
I see you and I hear you.
I don't see it.
Click
I don't know what I did.
Click on your Zoom icon and it should come back up.
Post attendee. No, I don't want to stop video.
No. Click or double click on your Zoom icon.
There you are. Well, I could see you and I don't see me anymore, but it doesn't matter. I don't need to see
I see you.
Okay, sounds good. So what happened, like I said, is, I just didn't know how to put it together. As I'm looking at it, once I have the map, all I have to do is create the
assets. Yeah.
The assets. And it's creating the assets. That's what I know how to do. I'm good at that. I just didn't know which assets to create, what has value. I have a ton of assets already that have been created, but they're useless. I mean, they're not being used. They're not getting in the hands of the people that they are meant to get into. So
yeah, there are many more pieces of the puzzle, right? We need to do traffic strategies. We need to map out your exact value ladder. We just gave you general theory, right?
Right.
And then we show you the basic structure. But as we go into drilling down into your specific details, which will be the next call, right? Then it's work. No one is gonna lie and tell you it's not work, but it's work that we love to do. It's fun to do.
Yeah, I mean, I could do this all day. This is great work. This is helping me get something that I've been wanting to get out for years. It's been, it's been something that's been pressing on me for a while to do this. I just, like I said, I did the thing with the girl, and then I kept on not getting there.
What I'm hearing with that is first of all, she gave you no overview and no goal. You didn't have a map that you were kind of navigating.
I didn't have a beginning and end. I knew where I was, and I'm on a road, and it's like I'm coming to California, but I have no idea. They're giving me pieces of, interstate here, interstate there. I didn't know how it all was.
Yeah, no roadmap for real. And
so
then
I didn't know how long it was going to take for me to get to California. I didn't know if I was even on the road to California. I know I'm trusting that she's getting me to California.
But you have it's like the blind leading the blind, exactly. And now you do have an idea, and now you actually have a structure, and we show you a little bit of behind the scenes of the process, how we actually map it out and then go execute on each part. So that's valuable. And then the other thing is, I'm going to share the screen again. It's like, now you're becoming part of a community, you know. So I'm gonna breeze through this. You know, the next one is January 29th to the 1st. It's gonna be at the Gaylord in Nashville.
Myself again. Hold on.
Oh, hold on. I don't know. I said share a screen, so you should be able to see the screen.
Go ahead, do it again.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go from scratch. Boom, share. There you go. Can you see that?
There. Yeah.
Yeah. So the next event, January 29th to February 1st in Tennessee, in Nashville, at the Gaylord. So this, we get this whole beautiful entire venue for ourselves.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, I'll send you links to this via email.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so he's talking about the very first one in 2015, you know, and then he's like kind of like guiding the newbies, because we get a lot of new people, through the whole history of the program and what we've been doing, how we have been developing the company and helping people build their businesses, right? So,
Okay.
so he's giving you the metrics. Like the very first one, there were only 638 people. This was the budget for the event. This is how much we raised money to donate, and we had 12 speakers, right? That was in 2015 here in Vegas. Then he kind of got you through the story. Then in 2016, we more than doubled the registrants, right? And the budget and the donation and the speakers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we have Marcus Lemonis there from The Prophet. He was there, and Tony was there too on that one. And Sean, who just passed, oh my God, there he is. Oh, rest in peace. You know, and then in Dallas, our numbers just kept growing. Our speakers went down, but our numbers grew, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he tells you more about that.
Year number 4.
Yeah, Tony, it's going to be number 5. Tony's here. Yeah. And then we started to give out these awards. People that made $1 million or more revenue processed through their one funnel in a period of 12 months or less, they get this cool plaques. It's part of the 2 Comma Club.
That'll be me. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. That's why I'm showing you this page. I want to jazz you up for that.
Absolutely.
And then in Orlando in 2018, look how many people we had. Look how big our budget was. Look how much we raised money to donate. We have almost 20 speakers. Okay? Mm-hmm. And we had Tony again because we love him. And then in that one, we upped the award because people started making more money. So this X one with the 8 discs over here, that's a $10 million process on one funnel for that 1 year period. And this picture is how many people got the 10 million award. You see that? And look, it's the 8 figure. You see the ring? I don't know. I think I need to zoom in a little bit on that because that's like cool. See, we made this ring like in the championships, right? It says 8 figures, and this little thing is our logo, like the ClickFunnels gears. And all these people got it.
Beautiful.
And that was on the 2018 one.
Yep.
And and we launched the 2 Comma Club training because we want more people. The more people that get these awards, it means, imagine for them to process $10 million in transactions. That many more people that they're impacting, that they're helping with their coaching and their programs and their services, right? That's the point of this. It's not like, oh, look at the money. It's like, look how much impact we're having.
Yeah. And
so we created a coaching program. It's a 30K program. And we took them on a cruise. This was the first year. Okay. And then on the second year was 2019 this year in Nashville, right? Second year of 2 Comma Club training, coaching, but our 4th year of ClickFunnels. And we have almost 4.5 registrants, doubled the budget again, raised more money for donations, had a lot of female speakers this time because we wanted to show that the girls do this all the time too. And you could see them all, right? They come in all sizes and shapes, and everybody can be successful, right? Then we had Dean and Brandon, because they've been our friends forever. They're like our geeks. So they came and taught. And then we talk about how we go and do outreach throughout the world. You know, we build schools in Africa, and we rescue the kids from sex slavery all over the world. Operation Underground Railroad, like we actually rescue children, okay, from slavery. At a performance, and this is the FAQ. And now 2020 is going to be our 5th year. So a lot to say that you are now part of a community that wants to create impact, that wants to change the world through their business ethics.
Amazing. That's amazing. Yeah. I love it.
And as you can see how we created our culture, start thinking, because this is your homework. How are you going to be creating your culture for your customers, right? This is not just showing you, oh, look how cool we are. It's like, look how we build a brand and a culture around a business. You need to start
having this kind of impact, and that's changing lives and changing family dynamics.
Correct. Oh, I didn't even show you.
For me, I mean, the reason why I started and I had to do this is because I just didn't want to put my kid in daycare. I had my son, and I was not going to put him in daycare and then go to work for somebody to make them money and then miss my kid walking, miss my kid's first words.
Right.
That was not happening.
Exactly.
And there's a lot of women who are stuck in law firms and they're missing out on the football games or whatever. Men as well.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, it's not that hard. You could totally build this. Like,
I love it. That could be our hook. Dude, it's not that hard. Like, because that's real right there. That could be
for real. It's like
we can test one of those. Like we could put an ad. I mean, I see it. Like I put an ad on Facebook. Like, tired of missing your kids' football games. Dude, it's not that hard. And then put like a weird looking picture, and people be like, "What?" And they click. Right? That's total clickbait, but it works.
So that's what it was. Okay, so what's my homework?
Your homework is think about all the things we went through.
Yes.
Start mapping out your value ladder at those different ranges of value. What's going to be your content strategy for free? Your $7 to $27. I gave you the ranges, right? I mean, you're going to hear it.
Send me the recording, the link for this.
Yeah, after we're done, it takes a little bit to cook, and then I can email you the recording, and I can email you a screenshot of the. Of course, of course.
Because then I can look at each one of
right. Yeah, it's a lot of homework. So you're gonna go through, start mapping out your value ladder, and do it like a for fun draft. Don't do like a this is the it draft. It's like this is a let me dream draft, and for fun. What if, right? So draw your value ladder. Start thinking what kind of offers you can have in your funnel structure. From the book to the audiobook, what could be on the behind the scenes, the course, and like I show you on the map, right? Mm-hmm. Which places do you want to put the content? Like, do you have a strong Instagram? Do you have a strong Facebook? Start mapping all that stuff out. I'll send you screenshots so you'll have it, but you got to convert it to you. What's going to be in your dream box? As a matter of fact, if I can run out on you 1 more second, it's on the other office. I'll be right back. I'm going to show you. But make notes. What's in your box? What's your manifesto, your creed? And I'll be right back.
Okay.
Let me know if you can see this.
2 Comma Club.
Right. And when they open, it comes sealed with the sticker, right? They open it. There's the manifesto in the box.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's to the crazy ones.
In the box, they get a cool letter with the cool platinum sticker with the X, right? Nice paper. And then every month we send them one of these, another sticker with identity.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a diehard funnel hacker, right? And then more decals with identity. I'm part of the club, builds pride and a sense of belonging. And then whatever the book of the month for inspiration or whatever, right? It comes out wrapped really nicely with the seal. It's a hardcover.
Beautiful. And the book for the month, they're different books that he's sending?
Yeah, like this fancy tea box, right? See, cool. And a little cool bracelet by a very famous jeweler. Oh, I'm trying to open it. Show you see that. Be nice. Some apple buds. So, what's gonna be in your box for your lawyers, right?
Yeah.
And so the one I showed you on the class, it was the identity box, that first one, right? That's on the funnel. This is the mailing one. Once they belong to your club, to your inner circle, to your membership, to your coaching, whatever. That's the monthly box, the one that I just showed you physically. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. And every month we try to put a book that's inspirational, that's gonna like help them in the journey of what we're trying to teach them. Plus some cool gifts and more of those things that give them identity, because we want them to put it everywhere to remind themselves, like, and to have pride in who they're becoming in this journey that we're putting them through, and teaching them that this is what they need to model and do for their own audience. So it's all duplicatable. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Cool. Is this valuable? This helping?
Hell yeah.
I don't know. It's been over an hour now.
Amazing stuff. I mean, seriously. Okay, so this is my homework. I'm going to start mapping out my value ladder.
Yep.
I'm going to figure out what kind of funnel offers I'm going to have in my funnel structure.
Correct.
My dream box, my manifesto, creed, and then I have the membership. Like what kind of membership or continuation kind of.
Right, and what kind of boxes are you going to have inside the membership as well? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and any kind of swag that you can have. Look, we even give them the mouse clicks and the water bottles and the things. Yeah, like we have cool tumblers with like 2 Club X, you know, platinum and all the. Just start mapping out your. And I said this is the fun draft, so like no budget limit, no anything. We're not
going in. Yeah,
go bananas and your biggest vision, huh?
Got it.
Awesome. Cool.
Oh, don't make me do big vision. I can. Okay. Okay, I got plenty of good stuff to do now.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go to the beach and do that. So I'm talking to Lauren at 3. Is it 3 your time or my time?
I think it's 3 your time. I think she said 11.
Okay, so 3 o'clock my time. So in another couple hours. Perfect.
Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure she said 3.
It's in the room on the board over there.
Yeah.
And she didn't she text us on the group together?
She said 9 a.m. Patrick, 12 p.m. with me. So it's 3 o'clock my time.
All right, cool. Awesome. Yeah, because I know that she has a 1 o'clock our time podcast recording.
So you work with her. How do you work with her? You work from her office?
No, we have a partnership and I build her business. This thing that she does with you girls?
You built that.
Right.
So you're a mastermind.
This is what I do. And I love it. I don't know if you can tell. I love it.
Tell. It's all over your face.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. So yeah.
She's got other stuff, but this is what I do.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Send me the link for the ticket for Russell. I want to buy it.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you the link for the ticket. Make sure you're on that call when he's reading the book. Be on that. Don't give it to an assistant to record. Be on that call when he's reading it.
On there.
Cool. And I'm gonna send you the thing for the 2 books, so you get the physical books.
Yeah.
And when the recording is cooked, I'm gonna send you an email. So give me about an hour on that with the screenshots and everything of what we did today. Okay.
You're amazing.
Thank you. You as well. You're a great student. I love it. Anything, text me. Okay.
Absolutely. Thank you, Patrick.
You're welcome. Bye.